Perfect. Hey guys, I know a lot of you probably know that I trade the foreign exchange market. I've been trading for quite some time now, almost 10 years, and I've literally spent thousands and thousands of dollars to understand this. And I've traded stocks, bonds, mutual funds, futures, options, etc., etc. But I can tell you that the reason that I love Forex so much is I have the ability to get out of a trade anytime that I want. You also have the ability with Forex to trade, you match the currency and make money when you sell. Very different than traditional stocks, bonds, mutual funds, etc. In Forex, it's real time, 24 hours a day, and when I want to get out of a trade, if it starts to go the opposite direction, I can get out of it immediately. So I've had a lot of people asking me about this. They're very interested. You can make a lot of money doing it. I can tell you that I've literally made tens of thousands of dollars in this marketplace. One of the things that I noticed very, very quickly after going through lots of training was that you really need to be able to read the charts yourself. And they've got great programs out there that will do all these auto trade fills and et cetera, with the market. And you're basically, someone else is trading on a master account, they link it to yours. And what happens is like they duplicate the trade, whatever. But I've even tried those, and I can tell you that as good as all those software programs are, it's never as good as the human eye. It really isn't. So being able to learn how to read the chart is extremely critical if you are interested in making money with Forex. Now, I'm going to use this as a quick example. So what we're looking at here is a 1 hour chart. I typically trade on 1 hour charts or 30-minute charts. They go from anywhere between 1 minute and they go months or years as well. If you dig into it, you'll find the same thing. But what I started to notice is there's a very systematical pattern. So what we're looking at here is a live chart, and what we're going to do is just draw some lines on the account here. And one of the things that I've noticed is that you can almost always tell support and resistance lines. This is a very critical factor for you guys who are traders that understand this. I'm sure that you'll agree with me, is that it's all about support and resistance. So support is a push down, resistance is a push up. That's just natural about how it goes. Wait a minute, I think I may have got that backwards. Yes, I did get it backwards. So support is a down line, resistance is a top line. So here's what I normally do. I will take this chart, again, this is a live chart, Euro Yen. So what I do is I go back, so what are we at here? So it looks like we're on the 3rd of May. So we're going back a couple of weeks here. And what I do is I start drawing lines and I look at what those lines are. And if you start to notice, you will see a pattern. You will see a pattern with them. It's very, very simple. Very simple. You always want to look at the highest high and lowest low, right? And that's what we're doing here. We're just picking these out. And now you can start to look and go, okay, what are we seeing? What's going on here? Typically, the trades will bounce in between these support and resistance lines. Now, if you look here, okay, here's our highest high, here's our lowest low. Our harmonic balance will tell you that it probably needs to be somewhere in the middle, which if you can see here with this line, which is also a support and resistance line off of the prior trades that happened earlier in the month. And they seem to follow that same pattern. You can see where it's trying to break through, but it can't. You actually make the most money when they break through the other line. So the white candles that you're seeing are what we call bearish lines, bearish candles. The ones that are filled in, I'm going to just zoom up for you guys so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. The ones that are not filled are the ones that are more bullish. Now, one of the things that I learned to do, and this is very evident in this particular chart, is whenever I see a pattern like this where it starts to bump up against a resistance or support line, I always look for a candle that's going in the opposite direction that breaks through the other support or resistance line. In this case, I took some trades right around this area here, and you can see clearly right here those support and resistance lines. I ended up picking up roughly $8,000 on this particular trade, but I got in right at the mark. Let me just grab my crosshairs here. I got in right about here, and I rode this bad boy out all the way until it touched this other, guess what, support line, guys, support line. Now, I could have easily bounced back up and got back into this trade, but I did not, because I'm not seeing a bullish candle that's larger than the bearish candle. And that you can see this pattern going on and on and on. And it actually, if you look back, just those support and resistance lines that I drew here in real time, if you start to go back through the chart, it almost follows the same pattern everywhere that you see. Now, if you guys are interested in learning more, I am in development stages of some software now that it's almost completely automated, and the win rate on this, from what I've tested, is roughly around 73%. But if you can go to the blackjack table and get 73%, you do it all day long. All day long. So once I have this thing ready to go and launch, let me know if you're interested. It's completely anonymous, by the way. Just message me, hit me up, text me if you've got questions. I'm more than happy to sit down with you as well. We can go over to it more in detail. And the real traders out there, if you guys want to talk, if you want to network, you want to meet up, let me know. Let me know. Hit me up. Hit me up. Let me know. We can sit down. We can schedule a time online, or we can sit down and meet face to face. You know, I think we're all in this together. We're all trying to make money. Let's just join teams here and trade ideas. Thanks a lot, guys, for checking out the video. Have a great and prosperous week.